Sibilance. Sibilis. Synagogue. There once was a synagogue in the bad part of town. Okay, the audio is fantastic here. Man, you guys really get some quality when it comes to this pig cake stream. Apart from this distortion right here, apart from that distortion right here, you see that? This hot, it's like up to here where the distortion is. Here it's clear, but up here, there's a lot of distortion there. Let me make sure the video here on my end looks hot, even though I've done all the appropriate pig cake testing here. Let's check this shit. Distortion. Oh yeah, right here. Man, you guys are really getting some hot quality from Piggy here, boy. Damn, son. Jeesh, what the fuck is wrong with you guys? You're starting the stream the same as the last one. Well, I'm testing the audio. Syphilis. That's my audio test. Usually that encompasses all the words that I could possibly say in the stream. So let me hear myself. Let's have a loop here. Damn, son. Jeesh, what the fuck is wrong with you guys? You're starting the stream the same. You see that? Now it's gonna be looped for at least a little bit. So yeah, hi. Hey there, folks. How y'all doing? It's a little bit of a hot live stream. There's a pubic hair on my table. That's always fantastic. This is a wide angle, a shitty wide angle lens here. So that's why it's a little bit of distortion here on the sides. If you notice, there's a little bit of distortion, right? And there's also a little bit of an FPS drop. I'm still trying to figure out why it just dropped an FPS. But that's fine. That's fine. Why do I need a quality, right? Why do I need a quality stream here? I don't need no quality streams here, apparently. Is it, am I getting something in the background? Probably. Is that what's happening? That's fantastic. Yeah, if you see up here, you notice there's a little bit of a description for the giveaway. That's the description right there. That's where you guys could check out on how you guys could win some hot cards. That's how you could do it. You see that? Look at this. Look at this thing. How if I don't touch this, it looks like it's almost written on my wall. But then I do this, and it ruins the illusion. Did you notice that? Did you notice that? Yeah, I don't know why it's dropping frames. And the worst part is that if I connect to my Wi-Fi, it's also going to drop frames. So I don't understand why the fuck it does that. That's kind of awful. But yeah, you see this right here? Look at that. Hey, it's on this. So yeah, so the rules are in the description below, if you could tell by the text on my wall there. Volume up, God damn it. I don't know what you mean by volume up. I'm pretty sure I hear myself very well. As a matter of fact, I heard myself here. You see this? The rules are in the description below. See? Tell by the text. You could hear yourself. Can you stroke the giveaway description and hold it up in your palm? Unfortunately, I don't have the technological advances to do that. I don't have the technological advances to do that, unfortunately. But if I could, I would. If you guys own these cards, you notice that the ink bleeds on the, you can't see it, but it's red. To me, this is almost entirely pink. It's like a nice little pink hue. I see it through the camera. It doesn't look bad. But if you own these chicken nugget cards, I would absolutely adore these cards. I would absolutely fucking adore these cards, but just based on the look. If it wasn't for just the sort of shitty ink that they got on the cards. That's unfortunate. It's actually one of my favorite decks. Follow at Pigcake on Twitter because fuck Jabrizi. I agree. That's what I should do. Yeah, so if you guys saw those videos that we just came out with yesterday, I was pretty proud of the way they came out. Of course, Gentleman Wake is a master at his craft. He's a fantastic videographer, documentarian, if you would. Let me make sure this is here. But yeah, the guy killed it. And can I do the one-handed pass yet? Nope. No, let me show you my one-handed pass progress. Here we go. Here we go. That's my one-handed pass progress. You guys like it? I would disappoint. If I was Xavier's son, I would disappoint him so hard. This is my one-handed pass. You ready? This is my one-handed pass. as I'm grabbing the piggy or as I'm grabbing the box or fixing this. I'll just be like, hey, don't pay attention to the cards, and I'll drop that pass. I can't do it. We got Gentleman Wake on, sir. Plug in your channel as hard as I possibly can. I feel like I wouldn't necessarily be upset at you if you don't check out our videos, but I'd be very disappointed. I would definitely be disappointed as to that. Look at this. Do you notice the distortion here is disgusting on this wide angle lens? Look at that. How about this? Look at that. Wow, man. You guys come here for the quality, and I don't disappoint. Piggy, I got you some food and drink. I don't even know what that means, dude. I don't even know what that means. Nice one. We need to get Xavier in here. Yeah, man. Xavier's a crazy sleight of hand, dude. I'm lazy when it comes to that, and I know that he had a whole video talking about, you know, how you shouldn't be lazy and you should practice more and all that shit. But he would hate me. I cut corners as hard as possible. So whenever, let me fix that distortion is way too bad. So I cut corners as horrendously as possible. So whenever it comes to a trick, if it involves some sort of hard move or even a palm, even as simple as a palm, I'll find a way to go around that particular technique. So I'm lazy as shit. So I'm the antithesis, if that's the proper word, of Xavier as a performer. But he kills me every time I see him do some sleight of hand. Did you see the new Ice Wallow? I can't say that without getting demonetized, man. What's wrong with you? I can't even. Vuklalik. Can't even pronounce that, man, without getting demonetized. Are you talking about Vexed? Mad respect, Pigger. I'm stoked to join the Card Academy this week. Keep up the killer content. I like the triple K there. Let me know, man. I've dropped 50 videos on there so far. I was kind of surprised as to how many videos, I guess, it's been encompassed, but 2 times a week. So it was kind of disappointing that I couldn't upload because I didn't have a laptop. But now I'm gonna upload often. I said that I was gonna live stream on Thursday or Friday on Patreon, but I'll probably move that to this week. I got caught up and stuff. I love mango turnovers. You like that trick? I like it. Made you quit porn. I like that trick because it's a very simplistic thing. One of the first tricks that I learned is this basic trick where the spectator picks a card, and while they're looking at the card, you do this right here, right? So you turn over the deck secretly, and then, you know, that becomes the method for that trick where you turn over the card. You notice that chicken nugget? That's one of my favorite tricks. However, I've always kind of found different ways to do it and found different variants on it. So that's my attempt to make another variation on that. Let me fix this. This is awful here.
You could stop at 5 or 6 stores or just one.
Transaction declined. Satchel back to work.
That's actually funny. That's fucking funny. Satchel Sweet with the hot twos. The hot twos going back to work. I imagine on that bus pass. That bus pass. I saw the Instagram video you sent. Don't think that I didn't check it out. I saw it. Unless you have a dupe, you got me, man. You definitely fooled me on that. Takis or turbos? I don't know what a turbo is. I have no idea what a turbo is. When is the final day of the giveaway? I'm gonna say about 2. It's tentative, but it's definitely in more than a week. I'll put the I'll keep you guys updated on Twitter. I'll keep you guys updated there. But as far as entry into it, just check out the description below, and you guys will know exactly how to get entered to win the hot Copags. The Copag is one of my favorite decks. However, the Gaff cards with that are pretty much entirely dependent on you having a knowledge base, an adequate knowledge base of Magic. Let me see if I can bust out the Copags there. I know I have one here, yeah, on the bottom. But the Copag cards, 2 to 3 weeks. Okay, that's a good date. But yeah, so Gentleman Wake says 2 to 3 weeks. I would say that's accurate. That's an accurate giveaway date, right? So we'll be giving away those hot Copag Gaff cards. It's a set of 3. So there's Svengali, there's a stripper, and then there is a gimmicked one, a gimmick Gaff deck. And the Gaff deck, which is what I was talking about, you need to have, you know, a good foundation in card magic, because it's just blank cards. You have blank faces, you have blank backs, you have double, so mirrored faces. There's a bunch of are Gaff cards dependent on any sort of knowledge? Well, I mean, you have some Gaff cards that aren't and are pretty much self-working. So let me give you an example. What deck do I have here that's like a self-working Gaff? Well, I mean, the Svengali is kind of a self-working Gaff. But I'm talking about the actual Gaffs, the Gaff deck. You wouldn't just get that without, you know, without rhyme or reason. So I have a Gaff deck somewhere here. It's like one of those half and halves. One of those trends. Fuck. Trends decks. That's awful. Do I read magic books? Yeah, as a matter of fact, I have a list coming up because I also have a blog. I'm going to have a list of books that I recommend, which I already had a video on, books, DVDs, and videos that I recommend for magicians that are trying to get their magic willy wet. So, Svengali deck, self-working. Okay, if you want to break down the technical definition of self-working, no, because you still have to dribble the cards. You still gotta dribble the cards. You still gotta do one of these moves. So technically that's not self-working, but it's as self-working as you could possibly have for a trick. I love how right after you posted the giveaway, Chris Ramsey had to put it up and top me. Holy shit. That guy, motherfucker, was that a video? And it's like, hey, I'm gonna give away not only this amazing fucking camera, but I'm also gonna give away about, you know, $1 million worth of puzzles. And I'm here giving away some cards. But you know what? It's coming from my heart. All right, mine and the gentleman Wake's very, very expansive, attractive heart. All right. So you guys appreciate that. Have you forgotten who I am? Of course not. Come on, man. You fucking trolling me. I'm trying to ignore you. You know what you're doing right now? I don't know if you're familiar with the works of Ken M on Yahoo Answers, Brian, but I feel like you actually might be the secret identity of Ken M. We just drop these posts that are just the most random shit. Look at the distortion, man. It's only like one circle here that's not distorted, and the rest is distorted to shit. This is a really crappy lens. But PK, get moment lenses. Well, expensive. They're fairly expensive. But yeah, but the deck is gonna be a set of 3. So it's gonna be the shush. It's gonna be a Svengali. It's gonna be a stripper, and it's gonna be a Gaff deck. And with that Copag B9 finish, just exactly the way I like my my tumors. That was a joke I used. I was very proud of that joke in the video. B9. Top you as putting a larger giveaway, or on top of you in a gay way. I wish he was on top of me in a gay way. He's an attractive dude. This is like a shitty, one of these crappy Amazon lenses for this Pixel phone. Right, it's one of these universal ones. This is a fisheye lens. I'm not about to put that because you'll definitely be able to see my face. I thought of getting the Moment ones, and as a matter of fact, on this phone, I have this one. This is the one that Samsung makes. So this is a wide-angle lens that Samsung actually makes and manufactures. This is for the S7, but Google didn't do theirs, so Moment lenses came out with one for the Pixel, but it's an older phone now, so there's no point. I love your humor, says Gregory Barca. I love your name, Gregory Barca. I enjoy that. I like that very much. You have a very powerful last name, Barca. If you were a teacher, Mr. Barca, those kids are going to be scared of shit coming into your classroom. I don't know what's wrong with me. Can you remember my idea of... I have a couple different ideas. The King Shy guy. Thank you. All right. I'm ignoring you just for the diss on Twister. But Crow Guy says, yo, Pig Cake, can you remember my idea of a Gaff card stream, going through a whole deck of Gaffs and coming up with tricks as a group? Yeah, no, of course. That's still something that I have planned. I have a couple longer form videos that I do have planned based on ideas that I've gotten from you guys in my little bit of a hiatus while I wasn't able to edit. One of them is also going to be a fairly expansive, long, ambitious card routine. I want to see how long I could do an ambitious card routine. That's awful, but you know what? I'll do it. I'll make it longer than Daryl's. I love you are humor. God damn it! Did he actually do that? You're an awful person, Brian. You're an awful person. What does my face look like? Well, you could see a very blurred rendition of my face on the Gentleman Wakes channel in the description below. In that video we made together, you could kind of see a little bit. Some people were saying, "Oh, a beard reveal, Pig Cake beard reveal. Pig Cake, I see your beard. Do you have a beard, Pig Cake?" I have a little bit of a beard. All right, it's a little bit of a stubble. Obviously not as shaped and sultry as the Gentleman Wake, but it's there. I also have a awful hair, as I don't know. Obviously, you could kind of tell from the thing, but you can't make it out. So you could kind of see it in the same way that you watch those Japanese videos, and you can't make out anything. It's the same way with my face. But yeah, so that's kind of a hot thing, man. I was really glad, gentlemen, if you're still around. It's definitely a fantastic experience, one that I would repeat. For those long nights. Let's not. I was about to take that somewhere that I didn't want to take it, but I imagine you have the face of an 18-year-old and the hair of a 40-year-old. I think it's I think it might be the opposite, dude. I have the face of a 40-year-old and the hair of an 18-year-old, I guess. Are those... Yeah, these are... Let me tell you, I'd probably kill a small chicken for Jerry's. These are chicken nuggets. These are chicken nuggets. These are not Jerry's nuggets. Your boy Pig Cake can't afford... I got ideas. I can't afford Jerry's nuggets. I can't afford Jerry's nuggets. I would like to add one to my collection. I think that would be a sign of like progress in the channel when I could buy a deck of Jerry's nuggets and just be like, yeah, fuck yeah, this is a present for myself. But these are chicken nuggets. I like these a lot. Don't get me wrong. I really do like these. However, they have a couple problems that I can't ignore. So they, you can't see it here, but this entire thing is red. This entire thing is red because the ink kind of rubbed off on the edge. So that is something I really don't like. They're still really nice. I was a huge fan of these. If you guys are familiar with Lee Asher, I remember watching videos of Lee Asher doing Jerry's Nuggets, doing all these shuffles, and I've always wanted a deck, but this is kind of the closest that I could get realistically. So it's a wonderful deck. You see the design. Oh, fuck, man. What a wonderful little thing. But unfortunately, the main problem is that the ink kind of transfers onto the edge. Speaking of chicken, when is that deck review? Come on, man. Don't be saying my ideas for videos. I want that to be a little bit of a hot surprise, that thumbnail. I already have a couple areas, by the way. I know I didn't mention it to you, but I thought of 2 or 3 areas in particular that I might be able to do that particular review that we discussed in the DMs. In your opinion, do I have any Jerry's? No, I don't have any Jerry's. I'd probably kill a small monkey with my bare hands for a deck of Jerry's. In your opinion, who's a more handsome dude, Gentleman Wake, Grant, or Chandler from Rise Magic? Shit, that's a trifecta. That's a trifecta that I can't answer that, man. I can't answer that. That's too much handsome. That's too much handsome in one particular comment, dude. I'm using my Black Tiger deck. Damn, that's a throwback. I still remember when Illusionist was plugging that Black Tiger deck really hard. It was one of the first kind of custom bicycle decks, at least in my memory. And man, let me tell you, that was those trailers were about as cringe could be. But I mean, people still bought them. So the ink transfers to the deck, just like my jokes transfer to my secret plans for 47 of review. Yeah, I know. Unfortunately, I still have the deck over here. I have this fucking deck over here, man. This is just the best deck. Look at this deck, man. Look at this fucking deck. Oh, Jesus. That is quality right there, man. I can't wait to do that hot review for it. Shit. Somebody said something here. Hold up. The cringe is real. What cringe, dude? I don't know what cringe you're talking about. Matt Solberg, if that's your real name. Solberg. I don't believe that's an actual name. Is that like a username? Is that a username? Solberg. That's actually kind of an awesome name to think of it. I think you gotta give names like to do. You gotta give it a teacher test, right? Like Mr. Solberg. Is that like intimidating? Is that intimidating? I think it might be. Given the word cringe. It's late about handsome. More like handsome. I want to die. Can I do a back palm? Yeah, I can do a back palm. Right there. Look at that. Look at that hot back. Look at that. Look at those hot edges on that back palm. I don't have any sort of like Jeff Sheridan like skills to do back palms, but this is one. That's your real name. Okay, yeah, that's one. I had a phase where I practiced this a lot. Obviously, I haven't in a while, but I had a hot card manipulation phase because of Jeff Sheridan, one of my favorite card magicians. But I got over that. I got over that just like you get over an emo phase. I got over my card manipulation phase. So I like that if you squint, they look like Jerry's, right? If I'm like this, they kind of look like Jerry's. So it's like, oh, hey guys, look at my Jerry's. I'm not flexing or anything, but I could just flex. Look, I could do this. Let me see which one of these is the shitty card. I could do like this, right? I could do this, and then people would be like, what? Why did you do that? It's the extra card. It doesn't matter. It's the extra card. But if I did that with Jerry's, I could definitely do that. Special decks for supplying that deck. This one right here, the chicken deck. If you want to get the chicken deck, 10% off on the chicken deck. Yeah, that's a crazy deck, man. Your card is. Oh, can you not say phase like that, man? That makes me cringe. That makes me cringe. That whole FaZe Clan gamer thing. Oh shit. Yeah, but you could definitely do that. 10% right here. Let me drop that here. Pig's still a teacher. Yeah, I'm technically still a teacher. Right? I teach all the time. I'm a hot teacher. I give back to the Magic community. But yeah, if you guys are just joining, make sure to definitely check out the description below so you could win some hot, or have the potential. If you could have the potential to win some hot Copags, you gotta subscribe to my channel if you're not already. You gotta subscribe to Gentleman Wakes, and if you aren't, then you're really not doing YouTube right. What do you subscribe to? Evanera TV? You subscribe to Jabrizi? You gotta subscribe to real channels, all right, with real reactions. Not that Jabrizi BS. As I look as my chicken nuggets turn into Jerry's nuggets. That's phenomenal, man. Yeah, if you just do this, you just, oh look, they're Jerry's nuggets. Just don't look at the box or the cards for too long. How much for that black thing in the corner? That's a lens, dude. That's like a shitty lens. It's like a 50mm crap lens. I also got this, my friend. Let me borrow this one. Look at this. Look at how bad this one is, gentlemen. If you're still around, this is that awful basic lens that comes with the any kit Canon lens that you get. This is awful. I tried to take some shots today of like just stuff. It's awful. Man, they really do offer like the worst. I don't know if there's any company that has a good kit lens with their thing. I know the the mirrorless series for Canon, I think they tend to drop good. It's a good kit lens. I think the Sony one I think might be good, like an actually good kit lens. I forgot playing around with that once. I forgot who else had a Sony camera that I fucked with once, and it was a kit lens, and I'm like, wow, not bad for kit lens. But I know the 18 or 50, they just package the worst with that. Yeah, look at this, dude. Yeah, let me see. Where is this? This is awful. This is like, hey, do you want to take shots? Well, guess what? We're going to start you off at the darkest setting. And hear that. Oh, the person behind the camera is in focus. Yo, yeah. This guy got to, you can't be funnier than me, man. That's a rule in the stream. That's another. You got Brian here. And then, gentlemen, well, you can't be funnier than me. That's my rule for the stream. Piggy's still a teacher. And for only... You could get some. I think it's $10 a month. It's not $50 a month, man. Oh, okay. I should have read the rest of that. I should have really read the rest of that particular thing. Do you do puzzles? I did one puzzle video to try to be as Chris Ramsey as I could possibly be. I don't know if I have it somewhere here, the actual puzzle. But you could see me try to fail. Just look up U-lock, pick cake. Look up U-lock, pick cake. And you see me rage at a puzzle for... it can't be as bad as whatever gear you're using now. Like, I'll take out... Like, that's how it looks like without the super wide lens. So, hey, look at... so much better. So let me put this puppy back on. Complaining about the quality. Complaining about the damn, son. You already know when you come to pick cake, you're getting some C grade, some D grade, some F plus grade quality here. So you could go F yourself, buddy, buckaroo. And I might as well do giveaways. Yeah, that was my favorite one, man. Goddamn, listen. I like puzzles. All right, I like puzzles. I enjoy them from time to time. I like the puzzles that require, some sort of thought. And if I want to make a video about a puzzle, it's, it's not, oh man, he's trying to copy Chris. I just did it just out of content. I thought it would be funny. Let me make a video where I try to solve a puzzle and see if people enjoy that. And instead, people are like, hey, you're trying to copy it. No, man, y'all don't know me. But that was a fun puzzle. It was pretty much raging. Another one, Sima, when you sent me this stupid lock, I was sent this piggy box by your boy here, your boy Mod, your only Mod I trust here, Sima, with this puzzle. If I could ever get that into, there you go, look at that, without distortion. Yeah, it sent me that with this basic block thing, and I was still raging on that. So you can watch that video as well. Oh man, what a fantastic logical and reasonable person I am. Yeah, let me, you know what, I'm gonna take it out. I'm gonna take out the lens. It's a good experiment. If I want to play around with lenses, I'm probably gonna have to invest in a moment lens. But if not, here we go. Here we go. What if that might be? I don't want to be mean, Thomas Crank, because you do have an amazing name. Crank is an amazing name, but that might be the dumbest comment I've ever read. I'm gonna be the what if you and Ramsey are long lost brothers because you both have beards and you both do giveaways? That's the craziest thing I've ever heard in my life. What if you and Xavier are secretly brothers? What if you and I'm trying to think of another, James Randi are secretly related because of that? Man, now I'm kind of disappointed that I ripped this one up. I'm kind of disappointed that I ripped this up. Right? At a glance, you might think, did you just rip up Jerry's Nuggets? You know what's funny? There's a video of Lee Asher ripping up Jerry's Nuggets in a video authentically. Did I ever get Ghost in a Jar? Yeah, Satchel. Your boy Satchel Swede sent me this puppy right here. Ghost in a Jar. One out of every, I think, 75 or 45 of those mystery boxes. He got 2 in like the first 3 boxes that he got. No, first 5 boxes that he got without even trying. He didn't even know what it was. But yeah, he sent that over, and I was fairly ecstatic. How'd you know? My name? Yeah, your name's actually pretty cool. Crank is definitely an amazing name. The Cranks. Christmas at the Cranks. Let's see if I could bust this up. If I'm secretly related, yeah, to Abe Lincoln, just because we both got beards. Will there be more collabs with people soon? Well, if by collab you mean break-ins, I hope to break into more people's houses. Yeah, I really do hope to break in to as many houses as I possibly can. But if you guys enjoyed that card collection, man, that was definitely that was definitely worthwhile, right? I just want to see how long I could put off showing my card collection. Well, I mean, you guys saw it in the video, right? What if Piggy has no pants on? I actually have no shirt on right now, if you must know. Do an anti-pharaoh? Okay, I'll do the illusionist one. I'll do the illusionist one. Right there. Look at that. Look at that. Anti-pharaoh. Eat your heart out, Engloom. Whatever whoever does that. Who's this bald dude? This bald dude that's crazy on Instagram. He does a bunch of Los Angeles. Los Angeles. Eat your heart out with my anti-pharaoh. Look at that. There you go. Killed it. Killed it right there. When I gotta do the second one. Well, you still gotta let the first one, man. You still gotta let the first one kind of marinate. I think this first one's phenomenal. That was definitely happy. Hairline reveal at 50K. You can kind of make out my hairline. I mean, I have a receding hairline, which is kind of unfortunate. Something that happens when you have, I guess, my ethnicity of hair. Don't really want to spoil it too much, but yeah, it's gone steady. It's making a steady decline. Eventually, I'm gonna have to bald it up. I hope it doesn't come to that, but we'll see. We'll see when I get to my my what do I call it? My midlife crisis days. There you go. My midlife crisis. We'll see. Was this? No shirt. Goddamn, too hot. Yeah, it is fairly hot. It's actually 92, I think, last time I checked. Did you steal any valuable decks? Yeah, I stole some once before he pressed charges. This one right here. That one is something that I stole. Right? Look at that. That's definitely something that I stole that really hard. That's the only thing I managed to keep my dirty hands on. Oh man, that's amazing. Collab with How To Basic. That'd be phenomenal. I feel like it'd just be a bunch of eggs being thrown my way. I really missed the headphone one. You're not gonna do it anymore. There's a couple ones. A couple videos. I feel like I do need to bring it back, but I also don't want to alienate people that join and they're like, hey, this is a phenomenal video. By the way, the kings on this deck are fantastic. The royalty cards. Look at that. Look at that. How hot is that? Your laughter brings blood to my member. Have I ever mentioned that I question sometimes the people that I've managed to the people that I've managed to attract in this channel, right? Is that something that that's something that I've mentioned, that I wonder about the mental stability about the people? Sometimes I question it. But I think I've amassed a good audience here of people that not only enjoy the good old penis joke every once in a while, but also tend to enjoy reasonably decent magic. Look at this, and some epic cardistry, epic cardistry. Here we go. Hold up. Let's drop a revolution cut. Stop laughing, it hurts. God damn it, Brian. What else is there up there? I think there's I don't know if I want to drop a video on Monday, maybe. There was something I wanted to do in particular. I want to do one, there's a video coming up, I think. I'm kind of proud of that. That's coming next week, we'll see about that. Answer the question, what question? I don't know what question you're talking about. I don't know what question you're talking about, dude. Look at that, hot. Could you guys see the color change? Did you guys see it? Could you guys see how I did that? I love doing color changes from this angle. Hey guys, does that look good? Does that look good? Does that actually kind of look dope, to be honest. That one looked like, that's how you ruin it. I didn't know you could do a laser deal. Yeah, I could do a laser deal. I could do it fairly well, I gotta say. The whole routine. I've embarrassingly practiced that routine in its entirety with like a pen here. Way too much, to be honest. Way too much. I don't understand the Arabic, although I feel like you're saying dirty things to me. I feel like you might be saying dirty things to me. So I don't know what to say about that. You see this? Look at that. He's eating some ramen. Look at that. What are you, Jesse Eisen? Oh man. Oh, is that a Tenkai Palm color change? Yeah, it is Tenkai Palm color change from the bottom, right there. That's a nice hot one. I enjoy that bottom steel, right? That bottom steel Tenkai Palm. You see that? Look how hot that is. From this angle, it looks like absolute Mormonism, but from other angles, it definitely looks phenomenal. To beat anxiety and perform in front of a crowd. I think, a couple of breaths. I found any sort of public talking, any sort of like dealing where you're dealing with more than one person. you know, you tend to get a little bit of anxiety, especially when you're just starting off in Magic. But I think the realization that it's, how can I say it? It's a fucking card trick. It's a card trick. If it goes wrong, that's it. It goes wrong. There's nothing wrong with that. You know, it's not like if you mess up the card trick, they're gonna break your fingers. You know, it's just a little bit of that. So I feel like once you realize that and you come to that conclusion, you really kind of lose that anxiety and you lose that apprehension that you tend to have. What's something else here? How much is the deck? This one in particular? I think it's 10. I'm not sure. Last time I checked. But this one is kind of I really do appreciate the colors. I really do appreciate the attempt to be a as close of a replica to the OG Jerry's Nuggets, even the Ace of Spades. Right? You see that? It has the same sort of thing that the other one had. But man, you really can't see it, but it's red all through here. It's like a nice little pink hue because of the ink. So how's that for an ASMR stream? That's awful. But yeah, I do appreciate the color. I do like the way they look. Unfortunately, I gotta say, there's just that ink, and there's a couple other things about the deck and the way it spreads that I'm not a fan of. But I am a fan of the way it looks because it has that classic OG Jerry's look. So, did a trick for complete finish of the trick. No, I don't think that's the one. Really, did they know? I'd peeked at it and knew they were lying. Oh yeah? That's funny that you could catch people. Using your magical methods, you could catch people in a lie. Just people who are absolute dicks. Hey Piggy, would you be too scared to handle real Jerry's Nuggets? Probably not. I'd be a little bit apprehensive as to bend them and do anything like that, but I treat them like other cards. Usually, I don't tend to bend cards. I know that that's something that happens when you start learning Magic, is that you just like tend to overbend and try to overcompensate for the cards. But a light touch really makes a huge difference. So I wouldn't really, you know, be super apprehensive, or considering, I don't know, I've been playing around with cards for 18 years. So I think I know how to handle a deck as to not tarnish or damage it that much. But yeah, I would say I would probably, if you remember Rocco's Modern Life, I would wash my hands and turn the page. Wash my hands, turn the page. Wash my hands and then turn the page. Card fan. I could do some card fans. I could do some of these Criss Angel card fans. Let me see if I could do this one again. The white. I'm gonna go back to the white. I'm gonna put the white angle. I don't care what you guys said about that distortion. I'm gonna put the white angle right here. There you go. Let's see. You could do one of these, right, and show people that you've never seen any sort of female. You could do one of these. Let me see if I could drop this. You do this, and it's like a double fan, right? It's like a double fan. Which one else? You could do this like Jeff Sheridan one, right? That's kind of hot. All the ladies like that one. You could do one of these, one of those. What else? What else? Other fans are there? You got this thing. I can't even do that with this deck that well. That one. That's the fisheye. This is no, this is a wide. The fisheye is too fisheye for me. It's like, is this fisheye? No, it's not. No, it's not fisheye. This is wide. For a second, you almost got me there. You almost got me there. But this is definitely not fisheye. Let's see. Cards are like women. You treat them gently, but not too gently, or they go. I'm kind of scared of Jerry's Nuggets because the weird chemical finish. It's not really a chemical finish.
5 or 6 stores, or just one.
And then we got.
Pig make a video about Magic App Man.
About Magic App. Make a video about Is that the one? I think I already talked about that in one of the streams, man. That I'm not a huge fan of overt Magic apps, where it's like, oh, I have this app on my phone that you could totally check out, if hold up, just wait. Look, it's a normal ordinary phone, right? But I'm gonna involve it in the trick. I'm not a fan of those because usually people attribute it to be more than it actually is. So they tend to attribute, you know, like I remember there was even with iPredict, people thought that there was like voice control or some shit that I was doing. I'm like, that's not even possible with that particular method. But I'm just not a huge fan of that, of phone stuff in particular. If it's like something that's overt, or no, sorry, it's something that's covert and hidden, but the phone does the method, yeah, I'm a fan of that. But things that require you to open up your phone and show the spectators, oh, here's an app that I have that does thing. I'm not a huge fan of those in particular. Look through the viewfinder with the wide angle and spin it. It's horrendous. Look at that. Look at that. There you go. That's a little bit less distorted. That's a little bit distorted. There's something here, man. Damn. Oh, the chemical finish on the Jerry's. It's not a chemical finish. It's just the process was different to make the Jerry's than the other ones. So when it comes to the Jerry's in particular, it was made with a different process that wasn't necessarily possible now. So that is why they were kind of apprehensive of printing more, from my understanding. But when it comes to the actual cards, it's not like they're gonna, oh, the chemical in the cards is gonna and you're gonna turn into an absolute, like, you know, you're gonna turn into the fucking Hulk, or it's gonna turn you into a cardster, and then you're just gonna have to like flourish all day. Do some FFF, Jesus. You know what? I actually prefer that you called it FFF, standing, of course, for finger flicking fuckery, rather than cardistry. Anytime somebody says, do some cardistry, Piggy, I kind of cringe a little bit. Because, look, is this cardistry? Is that cardistry? What makes this not cardistry? That's what I want to know. Because this, I'm flourishing, right? I'm flourishing some cards. Is that not cardistry? Or how about this one? Is that also cardistry? You know, there's kind of there's a distinction there. To me, I would say that this is flourishing. You know, this is the same. It's all the same shit. But I guess it's just different definitions for the same shit.
Just one.
Brian Connor.
I am Satchel. I drive a bus.
I like how you're roasting people that aren't even on the stream. Is that? Yeah, I got a dip. I think that's the end of this hot stream. It's been 42 minutes. It's been a hot 42 minutes. I think we're good. But you know what? You guys stay thirsty, man. Check out the description. You guys might win some hot cards.
You can stop at 5 or 6 stores, or just one.
Well, we got one more here.
Has a magic that you can use the spec self on.
Yeah. Okay. I'll give it another. I'll give it another shot. But any sort of thing that requires any sort of trick that requires the useful phone for the actual thing, like I'm not a fan of that. But I'll give it a shot if there's that. But yeah. So I got a dip. But you guys make sure to look at the description. I'm gonna go figure out different ways to ingest a small